Hello, hello, hello. It's Robin from Roaming with Rover. Guess what? We are done. We are done. We did it. Isn't this just absolutely beautiful? So pretty. Okay, so last week we finished working on week 6B, Mr. Darcy, 6B. We split that into 2 weeks. So Mr. Darcy, this gets so confusing. Mr. Darcy, week 6B, first half, week 6B, second half. I'm probably going to call it week B and week BB, whatever. You guys know what we're doing. So we took that and we broke it into 2 weeks because this time around we were finishing the border. And I want to say it was this side. Let me just double check that so I'm telling you the right thing. Walnut pistachio meadow, yes. Okay, so this is the side we were working on. Those were the stitches, and then at the top we did the single crochet to connect the two sides together. I found this went really well, much better than I was expecting. Of course, that first week on each of these sides, that first week getting that first row was the most difficult part of the entire project. So that, I mean, really, of all the weeks we've been working on this, we had 2 weeks that were not even tricky, just time consuming. Definitely time consuming. So I am beyond thrilled with the result. Let's see if I can go back far enough to show you. And remember, I had talked about possibly adding some rows to the edging to make it a little bit bigger. When I got right down to it, I decided it was fine the size that it was. It's definitely a throw size. And I know some people said that theirs was ending up much bigger. This is definitely a throw size, but it is perfect to just toss over me while I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. I got a little bit of a chill. Let me move this chair. I don't want it to be too noisy. So that's the size. I mean, it's a nice size, absolutely, for sure. I'm going to pause you and go measure it. Okay, I wanted you to see it all laid out, and it ended up, you still can't get a concept of the size on that, but you can tell it's a nice size. But it ended up 43 inches wide by 53 inches long, and I'm very, very pleased with that. So 43 by 53 is a good size. It's definitely a throw size. I don't think that's even, I mean, that's not even twin bed size, but definitely a toddler bed. I mean, if you really wanted to give this to a little, it looks wonderful. I have a love seat and I threw it over the back of my love seat and it fits perfectly. So it's a great size for that. I wanted it bigger, but I think what it ended up with was just right for actual use. You get blankets too big and they tend to not be pulled out to be used on a regular basis. And while this is a very special blanket for me, when I first started it, I was thinking this was going to be one of those blankets that I'm going to hang up on a rack and really not use very much. But now that it's done, and I just love the colors. The colors are so beautiful. They work so well together. And I think it's funny because that edging makes it look like this. And then you look at the other edging on the other side, complete different color palette, gives it a complete different look. Isn't that funny? I didn't think it would make that big of a difference. But when I actually showed somebody a picture of it, they thought I had 2 different blankets. Because it really, that pop of green there, really gives it a different look. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So, so beautiful. Gives it a total different look. But now that I'm done with it and I've been handling it for all these many weeks, I kind of just want to use it. I want it to be I want it to be on my couch where I can grab it while I'm watching TV and just really enjoy it. As you guys know, and I think a lot of us are like this, we make a lot of projects, and yet I have very, very few things in my home because every time I make something, it's for someone else with the intention to give it away. And so I used to do the same thing with my cross stitch. I cross stitched for decades, and I think I've got one set of pillowcases for my house. So this is for me, and I've had people go, ooh, I love that, you should give that to me. I'm like, sorry, no, this one's mine. And this pattern was so comforting to work with, so easy, other than of course that one row, but we learned some things there to make that easier as well. This is something I would make again, and you guys know I rarely make something again because I've got so many things I want to make, but that is how much I enjoyed this project. Part of it was the pattern. I enjoyed the pattern. I love the stitching, the stitches, so pretty. Part of it was the colors. Part of it was because it's my first crochet along, so it has a special meaning for me. But, you know, it's just a gorgeous, beautiful, stunning product. I liked it that much. I did have a lot of yarn left over, not as much as I thought I was going to. If you remember before, I was talking about what I was going to make with my leftover yarn. I've got enough to make a sweater. I do not have enough to make a sweater. The edges used up a lot of yarn, and I measured at one point, and I want to say, I'm going from memory here, but I want to say it took 20 grams. That seems like a lot, but I think it did. I think it took 20 grams of yarn for each one of these stripes. So some of these yarns where I thought I had a lot left over, when I was done, I did not have a lot. I took all my bags and measured them. I weighed them. And all told, I have about 70 grams left. So less than one full skein. So I'm not gonna get a project out of it like I was hoping to be able to do. I can always add some yarn to it, add, you know, a cream or something to it to make something bigger. I was really hoping to minimally get a shawl out of it. I don't even know if I can do that at this point. So I'm gonna have to dig around and see if I can find a pattern for the Stylecraft yarn, Stylecraft DK. I want to say I've got 82 grams left altogether of all the colors, and see what I can come up with for that. Definitely a cowl. That might be the answer, to make a cowl out of it. And I could pick 2 or 3 of the, I could even pick one of the sets, one of the sisters, so what was it? It was 6, 5, do 2 sets and a cowl. Oh yeah, how pretty would that be? Gorgeous. Or just make it simple, double crochet all the way around, back and forth with my colors. That would be beautiful. Yeah, I'm leaning towards a cowl at this point. Cowl and a hat. I think I could probably get a cowl and a hat out of what I've got left over. We will give that a try and see what we come up with. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for following me along, for sending me your beautiful pictures, for letting me know that you guys are working on it as well, all the gorgeous colors that you have chosen, for listening to the book along with me, which I just thoroughly enjoyed reading for you and reading for myself. Like I said, it's the first time I've read this book, so I enjoyed it as well. Learned a lot, and I'm so very, very glad that you guys took the time and the energy to make this along with me. We are going to be doing a drawing for the winner. And like I said, I've got a couple of nice prizes. So please, please, please make sure and get your pictures to me. Send them to my email. My email is down below. And everybody who submits a picture, and you don't have to be completely done, just I'm saying significantly done. you know, more than a couple of rows. So if you're working on it, throw me some pictures. I'm going to put together a collage of all the pictures that people have sent me, and I will do a drawing for the gift. And I don't even know the exact date. So I want to give people a chance to finish up and get the pictures to me, and me put the thing together, and then we'll do the drawing. Maybe we'll do a live, maybe we'll do it recorded. Just kind of depends on when this ends up. So stay tuned for the exact date. At minimum of 2 weeks, I'm going to give you guys at least 2 weeks more to finish your things up and get the pictures to me. So the absolute earliest will be 2 weeks from the date of this video, 2 weeks from the day this is showing. And if I hear from people you need another week or so, we'll just play it by ear. I don't care. I just want you guys to enjoy the process, just like I did. So, week 6B and B, week 6B and B, we're done. We did the duck egg, walnut, pistachio, meadow, and closed it up with khaki. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Give me some information. Did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy the process? Did you enjoy the book with it? Was that just overkill? Are you interested in another crochet along like this? Where, you know, obviously I'm not designing it, but I found a pattern that is interesting, fairly easy to do, very easy to switch up to whatever works for you. And we can go with that. If you've got some ideas of something that you want to do crocheting along, please let me know. I know some of you have talked about the 4-day Afghan as a crochet along in the fall, and that would be a fall project. Tell me what you think about that. Something where you can get either a kit or just the pattern. I like that idea a lot. Let me know. Tell me what you guys want. Do you want another crochet along, or is this a one and done? Have no interest in doing another one. Do you want another blanket? Do you want a different item? You know I don't do wearables, but I'm willing to give it a go. I'm absolutely willing to give it a go. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Please like, please subscribe, please share out this set of videos. I should have a playlist by now. There should be a playlist. If I hadn't done it already, I will get it together, and you can share out the whole playlist to someone. It helps tremendously, of course, for us to have views and the thumbs up and the subscribes. You know I never ask you, make it a requirement to subscribe, but I very much ask you to do so. It doesn't cost anything, and it really, really helps us. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart from joining me in this, my very first crochet along, and helping to make it a success. I had a blast, and I hope you did too. Bye-bye.